Views are going down, subscribers are not seeing your videos, your homepage is filled with shorts, which means that there is less real estate for long-form content. The algorithm recently has changed. Every video you post feels like it doesn't get nearly as many impressions as it used to. And that is not just a feeling, it's happening. And finally, new, useless, and dangerous functionalities involving AI that are about to be pushed. It's gotten to a point where YouTube has lost so much of its soul that even the OG YouTubers are complaining about it. Whether you're posting or just watching, there is a lot to be said, so let's start with this. If you're a content creator, you've most likely been impacted by those changes, no matter how big you are on the platform. And if you are a viewer, the experience seems to have fallen right into the gutter. But no matter where you fall on the spectrum, it's about to get a whole lot worse. There desperately needs to be some changes done so that YouTube can become the platform that the creators and the users and viewers all deserve and want. Hi, I'm Olyx. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Glad to have you here anyways. I have been using YouTube for the past 13 years of my life, and for years I even started making some content of my own here and there. But you know, now that I'm posting more regularly, I want to talk about the whole YouTube experience and how it evolved over time, how frustrating it is to make content only for it not to get even a chance given by the platform, the many problems that are actually in place right now, and how some of the solutions I'm thinking of could be implemented. Let's start with the biggest part out of the way. Shorts are ruining the platform, especially since they are now the main focus of the website. YouTube has recently made changes that fundamentally change how it works. These changes go as follows. Shorts now take a much larger part of your homepage. In addition to that, the algorithm drops older videos into oblivion to bring new ones onto the viewing experience. This means that in order to win, you would have to constantly pump out some shorts. Some short content idea can be fun, don't get me wrong. There is always some good in it. For example, I have posted 3 shorts already of my project of making a business of custom dolls, and I started with making one for one of the characters of my indie game. Really would be hypercritical for me to say that there is no thing that is good with shorts. It's just that I despise the general culture around shorts. They can still be done in a way that respects viewers and creators alike. Brain rotting is bad for you, but that's, wow, a very brave stance. The solution I'm thinking of will be explained later, but hear this. YouTube wants to include a built-in AI generation feature which allows you to create AI generated content based on your likeness. This is so wrong, lazy, and dangerous on so many levels. It is so dangerous, in fact, that it inspired me to write a whole fucking expose on protecting yourself against deepfakes, against AI, and stuffs of the like on a personal and more global space. I really think the entire world should have the same law Denmark has when it comes to likeness copyright. So Denmark, fun fact, has a law which grants their native and citizens a total copyright right and hold on their likeness, which is amazing. They've done it to protect people of deepfakes and stuff like that, so absolute Denmark win in my book. Back to the shorts though, I feel like they are ruining the platform more than anything else. YouTube relying more and more on shorts reminds me of how Vine died. Vine died because the creators weren't getting paid well enough, and so people stopped creating on the platform because they didn't have an incentive before the platform eventually turned into Musical.ly and then turned into TikTok. But even now, they still pay pennies to the creators. Obviously, YouTube has a monopoly on long-form content, and that's why many people will continue to use this platform despite all of the problems there are on it, and also despite the shorts problem. But there comes a point where shoving down a product that your user base does not want inside of their throat while simultaneously hurting their revenues and the experience, but also the experience of the creators who want to make a living out of themselves without making short content. All of these points will ultimately drive the biggest creators out of the platform to try to do something better. I'm truly starting to think of an alternative to YouTube with long-form content, but you know, it would really limit my global reach, and so it's more of a situation of bite the bullet and hope for the best. If we make enough noise, maybe they'll hear us, but they have been out of touch for a long time now. My personal choice would be to make Shorts a separate app altogether. I understand why they have been implemented onto the main platform, but i.e. make doom scrolling and retention time on the app longer while it destroys the brain of the users. Shorts bring great money to YouTube, but after all, if we keep the users brain dead, they won't even notice how long they have spent on here, while we get cash on their back. Despite this strategy being disgusting to make users glued to their phones and try to capitalize on TikTok's inner working, yes, despite that, YouTube is still trying to retro-engineer what you would be interested in seeing by analyzing your watch time. That's why the functionality of having a homepage doesn't work if you don't have the history allowed. But this is failing to understand why people watched YouTube to begin with. The biggest thing about all these changes has to do with the soul of the website after all. YouTube used to be fun. YouTube used to be about people. And most importantly, YouTube used to be about broadcasting yourself. After all, it was the slogan of the site until they dropped it around 2013, but now it feels more and more hollow and corporate by the day. 2013 was still a good period for YouTube. That was when it was definitely still competent and enjoyable. After 2016, the website became a lot more corporate at first glance, and to this day, the many controversies and choices the platform made throughout the years extensively made the website much worse as a user. And now, long-form content creators are getting discouraged to share their work and passion because of the lack of community they can build around their work and their content, while YouTube is playing with their livelihood if they are relying on the payments of like the ads and YouTube money, you know. Hence why so many creators open a Patreon or something of the like. If you're caught right in the middle lane, it's even more frustrating. One day you have it all and the next your content doesn't even show up. You know, you still do whatever, you still do your stuff, but it just doesn't appear. And you really start to feel like all your work is falling into pieces. And man, trust me, I feel for you deeply here. I remember posting random videos back in 2015 and getting way more views than I am right now, despite all the work I've made to make content that I'm proud of and content that would really help and entertain people who watch. But now I feel like I've been shadow banned because of all the fucking shit they're trying to shove down my throat. And that is not even touching the subject of AI slop. AI slop seems like it is going to be a norm, and I hate that I was right about the AI thing having to be like pushed by the platform, and it's starting to become something that is gonna be inevitable if you want to keep growing, you know. I don't want that, not on my watch. And it's not just about authenticity and human-made content, it's also about how the fuck are we gonna be able to see what is real and what is AI? It's already getting out of control. More on that on the video I'll make about protecting yourself from AI. But that is such a lazy ass strategy. People make content for content's sake and for love's sake, not to pump out and make cash. Those who do are being able to do this because of the dumbass changes they've made because it brings them money. This strategy needs to go or not be implemented at all because it would drive so much people out of the website you have no idea. That is really the first solution that I am thinking of. Here are some changes that I would like to see on the platform as someone who's been watching for more than a decade and almost been creating content for 7 years. Number 1, revamp the homepage. Either make the shorts section a separate app or a tab that doesn't integrate into the main website unless it's on the channel of the creator, so that the people who want to watch and create shorts can without bothering the entire long form ecosystem. Make the number of videos per line at least 5, 6 or 7. Shut the fuck up, I heard you with 6, 7. Anyways, the current number of video per line are only 2 to 3 now. which makes viewers gather around less dispersively, making its 6th video would actually be perfect for every line. 3 videos from channels you're subscribed to, which fixes the main problem of your subs not seeing your videos, and 3 videos to discover new channels and topics you don't already know about to learn more. The algorithm on which order the videos get put in can be personalized, but that's a design choice. Number 2, the boost function for all channels. The boost function sounds cool on paper. Allow the people who like a creator's video to be able to boost it so it gets higher into the algorithm. The problem is that it is only unlocked after 500 subscribers, and though the numbers seem small on paper, it is a lot of people. Imagine just having 500 people in your room with you. It wouldn't even fit. Some people's house would fucking collapse. And even when you look at the numbers again, it is so much harder to get noticed now with all those changes. It would actually benefit the ones who might be the most interesting or the most long-term available people. Even though I'm saying that I am one and it might be ego talking, you know, I still believe that there is a lot to be said. And I have a mission on here. Number 3, a positivity focused algorithm. I'm tired of negativity, the culture of void, idiocracy, greed, and laziness being the norm. The content you watch acts as a reflection of who you are. The algorithm pushing all these types of content onto your homepage are changing people. Yes, you can have a positivity focused algorithm now, but it really takes a lot of time to build. You really have to put your mind into it. But YouTube as a platform has a responsibility in the well-being of their users. Having some positivity focused and pushing advices and evergreen content would benefit the world so much more, especially seeing how much influence YouTube has on the world. Number 4, bring back the dislike button. We all know why they got rid of the dislike button. It was removed right after their 2018 rewind became the most disliked video, which so happens to be deleted now. They got embarrassed and removed it. They used the excuse of protecting users against dislike attacks, stress, and embarrassment of public dislike counts, but also cyberbullying. In my opinion, I still think this is a little bit bullshitty on the edges, because yes, I mean, no one is really gonna hate on you if you don't give them any reason to hate, and if you're greater than them, you don't have to put your mind into it. So yes, I don't have any really videos that get disliked, and even though I'm still like, I'm very weird, like I go from one end to the other and I just am who I am, and I don't get dislikes for it. Who cares? You know, you can still see the dislike numbers in your like studio app anyways, so that's not like you're not gonna have the impact of having the dislikes, you just don't have it public. Number 5, I would like a built-in timer on shorts to be implemented. This is pretty self-explanatory. It is to avoid doom scrolling / remind the users of the time they have spent on the app. It's just about respect for the users, really. And honestly, YouTube is fine with less money if they have more loyal users. Let me know if you have any ideas or changes you would like to see implemented on the platform, how your experience was through the years, and if you're trying to start into making content but don't know how to be confident on camera, here is a video that would be beneficial for you. Until next time, take care, be good, never stop believing in changing into the person you are supposed to be. Take care and see ya.